post-editing red beta. Liam Lawson is ahead of Jehan Daruvala. The fact is wrong. I just want to make this clear. This took a long time to produce, so many of the facts here will probably be wrong. Hello, looks like a friend of mine has decided to make me do a British accent for the rest of the video. I have no idea why he made me do this, but he said it was for the laughs, so I guess I'll try my best to embarrass myself while I explain who's the next Red Bull star. Nice. Let's begin on Juri versus Jehan Daruvala. Who is the better driver, and who will possibly get the 2022 or 2023 Alphatauri seat? Formula 2 careers. Juri, he's been in the same experience as Jehan Daruvala, but he has driven less Formula 2 machinery than him, yet still scores a higher position than him, 3 positions higher, and has about roughly 10 more points. Though Jehan has more consistency, Juri has picked up in performance more recently, has been performing up to standards of the Red Bull Junior program. Anyway, on to the more detailed career. We're going to start at 2021, because in 2020, really, he was at the back of the field, even though he had collected about, I think, a few handful of podiums and maybe a win. So, the first 3 races of Bahrain weren't very good for him, and when I say weren't very good, it isn't Mahaviragun isn't terrible, but it isn't Guanyu Zhou good. He didn't score points for any of those 3 races, and technically he would have if the point system counted top 10 finishers in both of the sprint races. Just fine, sometimes I'm very stupid. Why would they not do that? So, after the first 3 rounds, 0 points, and while Jehan Daruvala had already picked up a podium, he was still scraping it off from the back. Monaco was a slightly better few races. He had picked up a podium and finished in the points positions, and he also got the fastest lap on the first sprint race, so there's something to look for. And in the second sprint race, he collected 3rd place, which pretty good if you ask me, compared to Guanyu Zhou, the title leader, who scored 15th. His 3rd race was not kind of disappointing with an 8th, but what can you say, he's still in the points. But then Guanyu Zhou did a Lewis Hamilton into turn 1 in the sprint race and in the feature race as well, which it means now he propelled himself with roughly about, let's say 40 points. Just checked, it's 40 points. Anyway, now we're on to Jehan Daruvala. His first season in Formula 2, he picked up a relatively solid... No, it wasn't... Oh, I forgot what position that was. Oh, shame I can't look it up right now because I have no Wi-Fi. Wonder really what that position is. Currently at the championship position, he was in the 7th place. And his first race, he got a podium, which looked promising for the young Indian, and 2 points finishes in Bahrain. Unfortunately, he couldn't keep that up for Monaco. A retirement, an out-of-points finish, and only 1 extra point for the sprint race. So, he's falling down the championship at this point, and he was not really hitting a low, but he was hitting a low. And right now, intermission of the video, I'm not including Liam Lawson because I just think the title would just work better without Liam because poetry! Anyway, Baku, he has picked up back a little bit, and I think that's 6 points, 8 points, and a podium in the second sprint race. So that grants him, that, shoots him back up once again. I think I said that. Yeah, did I say that for Juri or did I say propel? Oh, I see. Well, that's results up so far. This championship is intense right now. Just as intense as Formula E. It's not a spec series, that guy. I know who you are. It's not a spec series, okay? Tell you, it's not a spec series. You can watch the Formula 2 videos on Dylanjamesgp, John Warren, and Josh Revell. Order of size if you want to see why Formula 2 is so good. And practically that. Now we're going to hand it over to someone who is probably more F1 video YouTubing experience than me, and we're gonna hand it to the man, Upshif1. Who of the two is the better driver?
So Jehan, Daruvala, and Juri Vips are two of the most highly talked about and highly anticipated Red Bull juniors today. But who's better? I'm going to be looking at many different categories to determine who is better in my opinion. I'll be mainly looking at F3 and F2. The 2019 F3 season is actually the best to look at because Juri and Jehan actually raced against each other. The first thing we're going to look at is results. Daruvala finished with 7 podiums and 2 wins, while Juri finished with 3 wins and 4 podiums. Going into the 2021 F2 season so far, currently Juri has 2 wins and 4 podiums opposed to Jehan's only 2 podiums and no wins. Now, going on to consistency. In 2019 F3 season and 2021 F2 season combined, they only finished outside the points on 8 occasions. But it seems to be Juri is more consistent in getting podiums. Now onto our last category, experience. Jehan has 6 years of experience in single-seaters under his belt, including Formula Renault, Toyota Racing Series, F3, and F2, and was signed onto the Red Bull Junior program in 2019. Juri, on the other hand, has only 5 years of experience, including F4, F3, Super Formula, Formula Regionals, and F2, and was signed on to Red Bull in 2018. Now, to answer my question, who's better in my opinion? While Jehan has more experience and seems to be a bit more consistent in the points, I do think Juri is a better option for Red Bull in the future. While he isn't as consistent as Jehan scoring points, he is more consistent while getting podium positions. So there's my answer. Juri Vips is the better driver. Thank you so much to Red Beta for having me.
You know what? Upshif, yeah, you're really right in this one. I think Juri Vips, because of his better results and ability to score podiums and wins, I think he's more likely to get the Alphatauri seat in the near future. Besides, he's higher up in the Formula 2 standings than Jehan Daruvala, so that was the simple solution. But since we're Formula 1 geeks and nerds, we decide, hey, why not make a video about this? And without any more jibber jabber, this is the end of who will be the next Alphatauri driver or Red Bull star. I've been Red Beta. Have a great day, and see you later. Peace.